From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your morning update.
Dennis's Heating and Air Conditioning is Northern California's premier heating and air conditioning contractor. From residential housing, large commercial projects, installation to repair, sheet metal fabrication, and everything in between, we are your go-to heating and air conditioning specialist.
Happy holidays from Weather NorCal and our sponsors. Have a wonderful holiday season.
Good morning, everyone. Chief Meteorologist Mike Krueger here from Weather NorCal. Let's start with our weather headlines before we get to Krueger's Quickcast, and then we'll go over the timeline, Krueger's Quickcast, and then our deeper dive forecast after that. All right, so off and on rain through next week. Gusty winds at times, snow levels dropping during holiday travel, unfortunately, before going back up again. And then Christmas Day, still looking dry for the most part. We'll go into that in a little bit more detail here in a second. Here's the storm timeline for today. We're going to call it moderate impact. Now, the heaviest rainfall is pretty much passing this morning. That main atmospheric river is shifting eastward. But we are looking at scattered showers, possible thunderstorms, and snow down to as low as 4,000 feet. Now, I think most of the chain requirements will be east of I-5 today, so just be aware of that if you are traveling in the mountains. Minimal low impacts for Christmas Day. There may be a few showers along the coast, even some of the higher elevations north of the valley, but overall a low impact day, maybe some of that morning fog for even the Sacramento Valley, giving us some mist and maybe some drizzle. And then, of course, moderate impact for Thursday and Friday. Now, I don't expect a lot of activity on Thursday. It's Thursday night into Friday morning that I think we'll see the bigger impact. Rain, snow, and of course wind. Possible flooding is, mudslides, debris flows, that is, will be a concern. Snow levels starting off Thursday around 3,500 feet, but then back up to 6,000 feet on Friday. And then still looking at another atmospheric river coming through on Saturday and Sunday. That's going to bring us another round of some steady, moderate to heavy rainfall, gusty winds, but snow levels will be fairly high, around 6,000 plus feet. All right, let's get you through Krueger's Quickcast here for your Tuesday, Christmas Eve. Look at the amount of rainfall we saw overnight here. You can see over an inch for most of us in the valley. There you can see much more than that. Look at Eureka, 2.45 inches of rain. Hoopa, 1.86. We have yet to see the heavier rainfall off to the east, but those totals will be increasing through this morning and even this afternoon. There is a flood watch until noon today for Del Norte and Humboldt counties. Rising creeks and streams, localized flooding, mudslides, debris flows, those are the biggest concerns here. Now you'll notice, so that winter weather advisory for the eastern mountains until 7 o'clock today, for elevations mainly above 6,000 feet, but again, those snow levels will be a little bit lower than that, down to 4,500 feet. This winter storm watch won't take effect until Wednesday night, all right? And then going into Friday morning, we could be looking at those lower snow levels, especially as we go into Thursday morning. Let's get you out the door here for this morning, and it's a wet start to the day. Could see some isolated thunderstorms for the north coast this morning, and wet for pretty much everyone as we go into the morning hours, and then scattered showers in the afternoon. All right, so here's what we got. This is the cold front that's been passing through and really was moving through last night and early this morning. This right here is the atmospheric river. So you'll see that it's pretty quickly actually moving off to the east. So the heavier rainfall will have passed even the eastern mountains by probably closer to the noon hour, and then the afternoon, what we've got here is this. Cold and unstable air that's moving in, that's got some thunderstorm activity that we could be looking in there, as well as some scattered showers. So there you can see the chances for thunderstorms here in the areas of green. All right, so let's take a look at Futurecast here. And again, 8 a.m., this is where the main atmospheric river is. So we're still seeing some decent rain even at 8 o'clock this morning for the valley. There's that snow. Chain requirements are certainly going to be a possibility here through the morning hours here, east of I-5, mainly for elevations above 4,000 or 5,000 feet. But look at this, by midday, that's beginning to taper off. Scattered showers, maybe some thunderstorms for the valley, the north coast, Trinity County, even western Siskiyou County. That's the case through the afternoon as well. But then as we go into this evening, you see how it's breaking apart? We're dry by 10 o'clock tonight. We're dry overnight tonight and even tomorrow morning. I do think, though, that there could be a very good chance for some morning fog for the northern Sacramento Valley and a lot of the mountain valleys as well. But overall, we're starting off Christmas Day dry for everyone. Longer range forecasts, we'll get into that in your deeper dive as far as who could see showers on Christmas Day. But what we're seeing here is the potential, of course, for some gusty winds. We'll call it breezy here for parts of the valley here. And then we go into this afternoon. Overall, not that bad for today. Now, tomorrow morning, I think we'll be looking at some stronger winds along the coast here, but everyone else shouldn't be all that bad. All right, so for today, you see temperatures are going to be the mid to upper 50s. Now, you'll see the lightning strikes there. Don't get too alarmed by that. I just think everyone will see that chance. That doesn't mean everyone will see it. And then, of course, we got those 40s for most of the higher elevations here. All right, taking a look at your 7-day outlook for the valley. As I mentioned, it should be dry for Christmas Day, just some of that morning fog for Christmas Day. And then, of course, off and on showers continue through this upcoming weekend, drying out by Monday. For the coast, I do think we'll be looking at maybe some showers by the afternoon. That's also the case for inland, but should be dry for most of the day in Trinity County tomorrow. And then, of course, Thursday through Sunday, off and on showers. Now, there may still be some lingering activity here that will kind of clip extreme northwestern California on Monday of next week. So I've still got that chance in there for the coast and inland. Otherwise, the rest of us should be dry for Monday of next week. There's a look at Mount Shasta, Alturas, and Susanville. Now, Mount Shasta, tomorrow afternoon, okay, maybe a stray shower, but I do think Modoc County, Eastern Mountain should be dry through the day on Christmas Day. And then, of course, more rain and snow for Thursday through Sunday. Snow levels could get as low as 3,500 feet. All right, that's your Quickcast. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great day. Be sure to stick around, though. We're going to go into that deeper dive forecast after I tell you about this really cool option that you have here. There's a 24-hour streaming channel here at Weather NorCal, and you can watch it on, if you have a smart TV, number one. So any smart TV that you can connect to the internet most likely has the YouTube app on there, no matter what TV you have. And you'll be able to watch the 24-hour streaming channel if you go to the Weather NorCal YouTube channel. You can also watch the latest video forecast like the one you're watching now right there on your big screen. Also, if you have Fire Stick or Roku, just download the Weather NorCal app for free and you can watch the 24-hour channel whenever you want right there on your big screen. Gotta love it. All right, take a look at what's going on. Here's the cold front that's been passing through and really kind of moving off toward east this morning. The main atmospheric river right here, that's shifting eastward. We're going to lose that constant source of moisture, but we still have this cool and unsettled air that's in behind it. This is what's going to bring us the potential for thunderstorms this morning and even through the afternoon for the coast. Trinity County, the valley could see some of these thunderstorms as well. But again, that main atmospheric river right here, still aimed at us this morning, but that will be shifting eastward. You see there's that atmospheric river. But then you can see quickly moving down to the south and east. Now we're losing that source of moisture, and that's why we expect mainly dry conditions here for tonight and through the day tomorrow. But by Christmas night into Thursday, there's the next source of moisture, the next atmospheric river, right? And then you can see that shifts to our south as we go into Thursday. But by Thursday night, another atmospheric river coming in. It'll be Thursday night and for Friday morning. That shifts to the south. But look at this. As we go into Friday, Saturday, see here Saturday, the atmospheric river kind of curves off into northern California. We get this really good constant flow of moisture. It kind of shifts a little bit more to the north and then to the south on Sunday. So I think we're going to be looking at a pretty good source and a good constant source of moisture streaming into northern California on Saturday and Sunday. And then by Sunday night into Monday, that shifts to the south. And this is when we do expect to see a drier pattern as we go into early next week. All right, so let's take a look at the intensity of the atmospheric rivers as they pass through. Now, the one that, of course, we saw yesterday and last night and early this morning, pretty strong. I mean, this is considered what we call a moderate atmospheric river, but it's getting close to, it did get close to the strong atmospheric river. That's why we did see some of that heavy rainfall. Pretty steady rain overnight, but it's quickly dipping here as we go into this afternoon and tonight because we're no longer under the influence of the atmospheric river moisture. So we're drying things out as we go into this afternoon and for Christmas Day. But by Christmas night, another atmospheric river, another little break, another weak one going into Thursday. All right, so Thursday I was talking about, we're not going to see a lot of activity. You'll see that on Futurecast here in a second. It's not going to be a big deal on Thursday, but better chances Thursday night into Friday. It gets a little bit stronger. And then there's your Saturday, Sunday. And then as we go into Monday, look at that, just levels off where we have no more atmospheric rivers at this point. So you look at this and you go, well, what are you talking about? You have the different intensities? Yes, there are different intensities of atmospheric rivers. AR1 being the weakest, AR5 being the strongest. So AR1 is just the weak one, and it's just primarily beneficial rainfall. Where we have been and will be, it's a balance of beneficial rain, but also some hazardous conditions like flooding, mudslides, debris flows, and even the gusty winds. And then we go into AR3, and again, it's mainly beneficial, but there's also hazardous conditions in there as well. So this is kind of where we're kind of in that AR2, approaching the AR3 category here, but nowhere near AR4 or AR5. So yeah, I do think there's going to be that potential for flooding here, mudslides, debris flows from really this point forward going into the weekend. Still a flood watch until noon today for Del Norte and Humboldt counties here. And of course, we could again see that chance for mudslides and debris flows. Now looking at the flash flood risk for tomorrow, even though we're not going to see a lot of rain tomorrow, we get that delayed reaction and delayed response, right? Because you see the heavy rainfall and then it takes several hours for that runoff to start showing impacts. So that's what we have in store for us tomorrow and even into your Wednesday night and Thursday with some of that rain moving in. But you see there again is that chance for thunderstorms here for all of the areas shaded in light green, which does include the Valley, Trinity County, and the North Coast. Now tomorrow, this is going to be as the next storm system moves in Christmas night into Thursday. There you can see Thursday, another chance for thunderstorms mainly to the west of the Valley. So let's take a look at Futurecast, walk you through the timing of all this. Now again, we're starting off and looking at snow levels eventually around 4,000 to 5,000 feet. Here's the main atmospheric river right here. You see that? Here's the back edge of it, the leading edge of it here. That's the narrow band of moisture, right, that we're seeing with that atmospheric river. So we got snow levels 4,000 to 5,000 feet. Chain requirements, a very good possibility here through the morning hours. But as we go into the noon hour, look at this. We're looking at scattered showers, possible thunderstorms here, right? And then, of course, we still have the snow flurries off to the east, still looking at the potential for chain requirements. This afternoon, scattered showers, possible thunderstorms, but you see as we go to about 5, 6 o'clock this evening, we're starting to dry things out. We're dry tonight, and we're dry for tomorrow morning. But I still think there could be some morning fog, especially for the Sacramento Valley, but many of the mountain valleys could see some of that as well here. But still, even at 8 a.m., it is dry. But you see this? We're beginning around noon, maybe a few showers hitting Del Norte County. Through the afternoon, we're starting to see by 5 p.m. some showers for the North Coast, parts of Siskiyou County, and then really for Wednesday evening, Wednesday night, maybe a weak shower passing through parts of the valley. But it's mainly Thursday night that you can see the next band of moisture coming in. Heavier rainfall along the coast, nothing all that significant for the rest of us. In fact, take a look at this. You see how it really breaks apart as we go into Thursday morning at 6 a.m. I think we're going to be looking at overcast skies, kind of drizzle, kind of some mist out there, maybe some light showers, snow, 3,500, 4,500 feet could impact travel on I-5 near Mount Shasta City, and there's the rain off to the north and west. Now you'll notice as we go to the midday, most of it's up to our north. We're fairly dry for the rest of us, but again, still seeing some of that mist and some of that drizzle. But there you can see right here, that's the atmospheric river coming in Thursday night into Friday. That'll be pushing eastward, giving us more rain for Thursday night into Friday. All right, so here's a look at your forecast rainfall totals through 5 p.m. Thursday. I think we could pick up another ½ an inch to an inch in the valley. And of course, it looks like a little less off to the north and east, north and west that is, and off to the north and east about 1/4 to ½ an inch there. Winter storm watch for tomorrow night through Friday morning for Siskiyou County. For the eastern mountains, a winter weather advisory until 7 o'clock this evening. So there you can see some of the snowfall totals. And with those lower snow levels Thursday morning in particular, I do think we can pick up a little dusting of snow out towards Mount Shasta City and some of those lower elevations around Bernie. Bernie may be pushing it quite honestly, but places like Chester, sure, you might see a light dusting of snow as well. But again, you have to go up pretty high in elevation before you start seeing any significant snow there. Road conditions. Let's get you through the road conditions this morning to around the midday. You're okay on I-5. Just be aware of maybe the latest road conditions. East of I-5, you go above 4,000 feet, some of those mountain passes, you may run into some chain requirements. Here's 5 p.m. today, still okay on I-5. I think you'll be just fine, but there's Cedar Pass, there are the mountains east of I-5. By the way, Highway 36 west, most likely you should be okay. Highway 299 west, most likely you should be okay as well. Then we go into tonight, Scott Mountain on Highway 3, maybe some issues there. We're still okay on I-5, but we're seeing snow near Highway 36 West, so don't be surprised if you do run into a chain requirement there later tonight. But as I mentioned, as we go into tonight and tomorrow, most of the rain and snow is gone by that point, so we don't have to worry about it, but still probably some leftover chain requirements as we do go into tomorrow morning. All right, here's a look at long range. Now, we saw the timing through Thursday night. Here's 5 a.m. on Thursday. You see that first little push. Then this second little push right here is coming, big push actually, is coming in Thursday night into Friday. That then moves out, and this is the next atmospheric river right here. You can kind of see it. It's breaking apart a little bit here, but there's Friday at 6 p.m. Now, as we go into your Saturday, now we're seeing that nice little push of moisture coming in. Now, most of that atmospheric river is still pointed to our north and west, so we're not getting that constant flow of moisture just yet. It's Saturday afternoon, Saturday night that we start to see that kind of push through even on Sunday. Heavy rainfall at times, snow levels fairly high, probably 6,000 feet and higher. And then going into Monday, there you can see Monday there may be some leftover showers, I think, for some of the higher elevations and for the coast. But for the most part, we will start to dry things out for early next week. So here's your rainfall estimates through really Sunday. And there you can see 2 to 4 inches of rain in the valley, 5 to 7 inches of rain for the north coast, and maybe 1 to even close to 2 inches of rain off to the north and east. Wetter than normal conditions, but what you'll notice, we're just in the lighter shades of green, indicating slimmer chances of above normal rainfall, as opposed to where we've been really all week long in the last 5 days or so, where we've been here. That means there's a better chance of seeing above normal rainfall, a smaller chance of above normal rainfall. That's where we are, but it's still going to be wet at least through this weekend. Warmer than normal conditions will keep our snow levels for the most part fairly high. And if you're heading out to the ski park, do note that we did get rain over there last night, but we are going to be looking at snow for the rest of the day. So that's good news. Right now it's at 54 inches out at the summit here with 44 of those runs open. Let's take a look at the forecast snow totals, and this is good to see for the ski park through Thursday, 5 p.m. Over a foot of snow out at the base of the ski park, and probably around 2 feet of snow possibly as you head to the higher elevations of the ski park. Winds today, not that much of an issue, but by tomorrow morning they are picking up for the north coast. By noon, still strong for the coast. By around 6 p.m., strong for the coast. Now it's central Siskiyou County that's seeing issues, but elsewhere, even for Christmas evening, should be looking at fairly calm winds. But then as that system comes through Thursday morning, gusty winds for the coast, especially to the north, even Modoc County, eastern mountains. A lot of the exposed mountain ridge tops are really where we're going to see most of the winds, because you can see in the valley, it's not going to be all that bad. There's noon on Thursday, and then Thursday afternoon, again, still around central Siskiyou County. There's the Warner Mountains. You're seeing some issues there with gusty winds, a little breezy in some spots here. But overall, no major wind events. A little bit of a concern, though, over the next few days will be along the coast. And speaking of the coast, there's a high surf advisory until noon today. You can see just those wave heights are fairly high, even through this afternoon. As we go into your Wednesday, though, your Christmas Day, we should see them drop, so that's good news. However, as the Thursday system approaches, those wave heights will probably increase. There's your northwest winds at about 5 to 10 knots, and there will be those showers here for this afternoon. Here's your Trinity County neighborhood forecast. Mid to upper 40 for your daytime highs. Don't be alarmed by that, but you could hear some rumbles of thunder. Dry for the most part on Christmas Day, off and on rain and snow for Thursday through the weekend. For the north coast, mainly dry for at least the first half of the day on Wednesday, and then by the afternoon, maybe some showers kicking in here. For today, though, you can see 54 degrees in Smith River, 51 in Orleans, 51 degrees for Willow Creek, and 55 in McKinleyville. For your Siskiyou County neighborhood forecast, temperatures mainly in the 40s. We're looking at about 44 degrees for Gazelle, Happy Camp about 46, and Dunsmuir about 47 degrees. Let's take a look at your Modoc County neighborhood forecast, where we've got those temperatures in the low to mid 40s, a dry for Christmas Day, but then of course more rain and snow. We're starting off with 4,000 feet Thursday, back up to 6,000 feet and higher for Friday through the weekend. Your Eastern Mountains neighborhood forecast, mid to upper 40s, 44 degrees for Viola, but 55 for a high today in Paradise. In your Valley neighborhood forecast brought to you by Walgamith Painting, temperatures mainly in the upper 50s. Could see a chance for a few thunderstorms this morning and this afternoon, with 56 degrees for Reading, 52 degrees in Whiskeytown, and 57 degrees in Red Bluff. So there's your 7-day outlook for Reading. Again, that chance for showers and thunderstorms today. We're dry for Christmas Day, but by probably sometime late afternoon, early evening, maybe a chance for a sprinkle or a light shower. And off and on rain for Thursday through the weekend. And of course, looks like temperatures mainly in the mid-50s, give or take, through the weekend as well, drying out by Monday. That's your morning update. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back again this afternoon with the latest forecast. Have a great morning.
Wiggly mouth.
Woggy mouth.
No.
Painting.
Wiggy mouth.
It's Woogie Moth Painting.
It's Walgamith Painting, and yes, we'll paint anything.